Hello, everyone, and we welcome you to the Filmmaking Sucks podcast.
That's a fancy voice.
Yeah, it was like my
movie phone.
my feud voice, my family feud voice.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
I just screwed the whole opening up, so let's just try that again.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Filmmaking Sucks podcast,
where we tell you about all the mistakes you can make when producing a film and how you can avoid them yourself.
I am one of your hosts, Manny.
And I am your other host, Lindsay.
Press 1 for movie times. Press 2 for local theaters. Just dated myself there.
Yeah, you did.
So, first order of business.
Yes.
Today, first off, it's been a while. We haven't been here for a while.
We apologize.
We apologize, but we'll explain exactly why it's been a while. First things first, making movies is hard.
Yeah.
Check out their podcast this week. They are discussing...
Well, check out their podcast every week.
Check out their podcast every week because they're awesome.
Yeah.
Check them out this week. They're doing how to be a professional or being a professional.
Being a professional.
Yes. Lindsay was on their show a while ago and discussed low-budget filmmaking and... micro-budgeting
scripts
and stuff like that. And we did our own episode that
we did a response.
We did a response episode, and now this is their response to our response this week.
So eventually we'll do a response to their response to our response, and this will never end.
Yes, and we're going to turn this into this is the Reddit of podcasts. It's a subreddit forum.
No, we're just going to get to the point that every podcast is just going to be either Filmmaking Sucks or Making Movies is Hard.
All right.
And take over the world.
That's what we should do. That's totally what we should do. Just bi-coastally take over the filmmaking podcast world.
That's right.
Between them and us, I think we can handle this.
Yeah.
I think we can do this. And then somewhere.
Oh my God! Somewhere in the middle, it'll become.
I was going to say,
it'll become Making Movies is Hard and Filmmaking Sucks. No,
Making Movies Sucks.
Making Movies Sucks. Filmmaking is hard.
Filmmaking is hard.
Oh my God, we could do like Twilight Zone episodes of each other's show.
I just thought that maybe somehow, someday, we'll all just start hitchhiking. We'll just meet in the middle of USA and just make a movie together.
That would be cool.
Fuck it. We'll
so
just do it
Timothy Ulrich, if you're listening, we'll meet you in Ohio somewhere.
Is that the middle?
Listen, there's California, New York, and Ohio.
That's
true. I'm just kidding, listeners. We love you.
So check them out this week. And
Manny hasn't listened to it yet, which is why we do not have a response prepared.
I have not had a chance to listen to it. I skimmed through and I heard a couple of little, bits and pieces, but I
am starting a thread on their post of it on Facebook. So anybody who wants to join us, let's do this.
You're just hijacking their Facebook page?
I totally am.
Wow.
I think I just made like 3 comments in a row.
So yes, the reason I haven't actually had a chance to listen to it yet, even though it went up Monday. Mm-hmm. It is now Tuesday night.
Yep. Podcast goes up tomorrow. No pressure.
Yes, this podcast goes up tomorrow because we've been busy.
Yes.
So, excuse me. So let me start why we've been busy.
Okay.
Number one, we have a we compete in 48-hour film festivals.
Yeah, we do it for fun. It's relaxing.
Yes, it's fun.
There's something serious.
I think that there's no better way to find out how well or not well you perform under pressure.
Yeah.
Than competing in a 48-hour film festival.
I mean, I also hope things. I think it also helps kickstart your brain. Sometimes we all get in this funk and you just kind of you're not thinking of anything creative. You're not really, the juices aren't flowing. So you do one of these challenges and I think it's a really great way to be like, I have to think out of the box now. And I have to think out of the box fast.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
That was it.
That's it. All right. For those who don't know, there are a bunch of 48-hour film festivals all over the place.
Festivals, races, challenges, contests. You can Google any of those things and probably come up with at least 5.
A big one is called the 48-Hour Project, which is cool.
Weren't you just a judge of that?
I was a judge in the Madison, Wisconsin race about a month ago. We've done a number of them. Our first one was...
Our first two were for Alamo
Drafthouse when they were just Austin.
Yep.
It was just Alamo Drafthouse Austin. They may have had one or two other theaters, but they weren't as big as they are now.
No.
Alamo Drafthouse Austin in 2008 ran a 48-hour film contest, and we shot Guinea Pig for that one.
Right.
Was our entry. The next year, 2009, we did. That's what it was. It was the Alamo Drafthouse Bloodshots Competition.
It was Bloodshots.
It's called Bloodshots.
There you go.
We did 2008 and 2009. We signed up for 2010.
Yeah.
But we were getting married.
We were getting married. When we thought this is a little insane.
Yes, the weekend of that competition was literally the weekend we got married. So we said, all right, well, we're not going to be able to do that. This is why I keep saying 5, because this was the third one we did. We never actually did it. Right. I still have the assignment.
And we always wanted to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because our first one, we wrote a story about a guinea pig, the guy who was being experimented on.
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. Here's how these film challenges work.
Okay.
On usually a Friday night, you get an assignment, which is
say Friday at 7 p.m.
Friday at 7 p.m. You get an email. You get if you're actually doing something locally, you'll all report to the one location, and they'll hand out these assignments. It's typically one genre, a line of dialogue, and a prop.
Yep. They give you these things because you now have from 7 p.m. Friday night till 7 p.m. Sunday night to write, shoot, edit, and upload or deliver a short film with these elements in it. So they give you these elements to prove that it's not a previous short film that you had. And they're usually something somewhat ridiculous, that it's like, how would you have worked this in?
So, for example, let's not use the most ridiculous one we got. Let's use...
Guinea Pig.
Guinea Pig.
We go with the first one.
Yeah.
Our very first one, our first foray into it was Guinea Pig. We had to do... I
do not remember the genre.
Wow. Jeez, it's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, so the most ridiculous one we had to do was
2009.
2009, where we made Experiment 667, the musical. Yes, the musical. You heard me correctly.
Yes, we were assigned Zombie Outbreak musical. They had what they did that year was they combined genres. They had 2 different panels of genres, and they would mix them up, and they would pick 2, and everybody would have to do 2. So we got Zombie Outbreak and musical. Our weapon or prop. Well, but it was weapon. They called it weapon. Our weapon was fireworks. So we had to get creative because fireworks are illegal in New York City. Yep. So we had to get creative on that one. Our line of dialogue was
pump up the jam.
Yes, pump up the jams. So we had to make a Zombie Outbreak musical where we incorporated fireworks and the line pump up the jams into it. I actually incorporated pump up the jams twice. I should have only done it once because it was kind of pointless the first one. We used fireworks as Clockwork Orange style, where we had a guy being experimented on, and they were using fireworks and scenes of war to cause hallucinations in him. So yes, Clockwork Orange style. Yeah. So anyway, we did our first step. Our first one was Guinea Pig, where it was a guy being experimented on, and it was a psychic warfare type thing. And the second one,
the line was, "I thought you were someone else."
Yes.
I do not remember what
the weapon was. A brick.
Yes, the weapon was a brick.
Yes. So we came up with this story about the guy being experimented on, and he torments psychically one of the doctors that's experimenting on him. And
in his home, in the
doctor's home. So after the doctor, in the end, the doctor kills himself. Another doctor comes into the room, and the guy smiles, and you realize, hey, he's going to go after him now. So the next year, when we got the Zombie Outbreak musical, we decided let's take that same doctor and put him in there again. Yes, here's another one. So the third year, we were getting married, so we signed up to get our assignment. I still have not opened that assignment email. It's sitting in a folder in my email box. I still haven't opened it because we were going to stick to the rules and still do it someday.
Oh my God, we should do something really fun.
Oh God, what?
I just thought it would be fun. Anyway, so if we have any listeners who want to do a 48-hour film challenge, you should let us know on any of our social media. We'll open up that envelope, and we'll all make a short film based on that challenge. That would be fun, right?
Okay. We'll make one together, or
you and I would make one, and then whoever else wants to play along with us.
So if they want to play along, we all make short films over the course of 48 hours based upon our mystery envelope.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we could just have Timothy and Ulrich judge it, just to put them to work.
That's great. It's because they need,
just for another reason for a crossover.
They need more to do. That's great.
Just for another crossover.
So we never did our third year. The fourth time we did it was the Macabre Faire Film Festival, 2013-14, because their film festival is January.
Yeah, so we made it in December.
So we did it, yes. We did it for their film festival in December of 2013.
And so funny enough that actually that makeup that I created for that short film, I just recreated. Mm-hmm. Isn't that funny?
Yes, you did. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we had, for that one, was a holiday challenge. Uh-huh. We had to use
they were all holiday themed.
Right. It was a holiday themed
competition to begin with.
Right.
So
our prop was a statue and a red balloon.
It was a trophy.
It was a trophy.
Prop was a trophy.
A trophy and a red balloon.
Trophy and a red balloon. And the line of dialogue that we were assigned was
from the Powerpuff Girls.
The Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
So, we made a story about the Krampus, who was inviting everybody to his Christmas party.
Just to point out, this is 2013.
Yes, long before Krampus was popular.
Yes.
So the Krampus was having a Christmas party.
The Krampus was awarded the most obsolete Christmas icon of that year.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
That was what we made the trophy.
The trophy.
His trophy was most obsolete on Christmas icon.
And he was throwing himself a party to celebrate his win, and he had created a Facebook
invite, and everybody cursed him out in it.
And made fun of him.
Yes.
So as he's blowing up the balloons, the red balloon, and
he gets frustrated because his nails are too long. He checks his Facebook invite, realizes that nobody's coming to his party, and they're all insulting him on the page. One person putting a picture of the Krampus next to him from the Powerpuff Girls. And he gets upset and he says, "Him from the Powerpuff Girls?" And we have our line, we have our props, we have our theme. We actually won that year.
Yes, we did.
We did win the competition that year.
So here's the thing about film challenges, which I've come to understand now. We're hoarders. We like to collect things, and we've made enough short films at this point in our lives that our apartment is our movie. We have one small tiny room that is just full of shelving units that is now overflowing and spilling out of the room onto the floor of our main living room, of just costumes, props, wardrobe, everything.
We've
and anything.
made enough stuff where all of our wardrobes and props from all of our films are still in boxes. Well, not even, but they're giant Rubbermaid bins, just full of everything we've made. I mean, we
go to a Halloween store and they have dollar masks, so we're buying all those masks.
We literally have an entire room that's filled with over 20 short films and 2 feature films worth of props and costuming.
Yeah, and random things that we've picked up along the way.
Yes, and equipment and everything that we...
Fog machine, fog juice.
Oh, my God. Strobe lights and... So we've got a ton of stuff sitting around. So if anybody, number one, if anybody's making an 80s movie out there and they want some props...
We got Walkman, we got leg warmers, we got...
Well, no, we don't have the Walkman anymore. Jen Wexler still has the Walkman.
Okay.
Our Walkman is featured in The Ranger by Glass Eye Pix.
Ooh.
Jen Wexler's first film. I think it's her directorial debut.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So, she needed a Walkman, and I gave her our Walkman that was used in Blood Slaughter, and it is featured in the teaser that they used to pitch The Ranger.
Right.
Which is now, I believe, shot already.
Oh, very cool.
I think they shot it.
You're right. I think that when we talked to,
Anyway.
Side conversation. Sorry about that.
Yes.
So anyway, when it came to this Krampus idea, what had happened, we were actually, fate stepped in for this one. We were supposed to be filming in New Jersey.
For the Zombie Hunters. We were supposed to film an episode of Zombie Hunters that weekend.
For Zombie Hunters that weekend. And there was a gigantic ice storm out here in New York. Not snow, ice.
Ice. Bridges were closed in Jersey.
Roadways
were
were slick and dangerous, and there was a state of emergency. So, of course, they had to cancel the shoot because people just couldn't get on the road.
Nobody could get out there, yeah.
So we were all bummed because we were all mentally ready to film because you have that excitement before a film shoot. And Patrick lived at the time about a 10-minute bus ride away from us.
Yeah, Patrick
and buses are still running.
Is the director of Zombie Hunters.
Yes.
So it was his shoot that was canceled.
Yeah.
And so we were talking to him about it. We said, well, we weren't planning on doing the Macabre Faire thing, but our shoot just got canceled. And we said to Pat, well, you know what? You're free. We're free now. We are literally a bus ride away from each other.
Buses are still running.
Yes, buses are still running because the trains were out, so the buses have to run. So it took him about an hour to get here. But he was a 15 or 20-minute bus ride. It took him about an hour and a half to get here.
Yeah.
But he did. He came out here, and the three of us put together a Krampus short film. And we won the Macabre Faire 48-Hour Fest with that.
Right.
Which was really cool.
Like what I was saying, with all of our built-up props, for another competition, which competitions are really great. We really enjoy doing competitions. But there was a horror competition for Jack Bauer, the Monster Hunter.
What?
Remember that when we made Sasquatch for the mall?
Oh, that.
What was the name of that movie?
That was
Blood.
Oh my God, the documentary.
Yeah.
The mockumentary movie. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Anyway, so there was a horror competition where you had to create a short film based on one of 5 fake movie names.
That happens in the film, yeah.
That happened in the film.
The film was a mockumentary.
Yeah, so it was a good director who made bad horror movies. So they literally made posters for 5 of his movies, and you chose one. You had to make a trailer for it. So one of them was called Sasquatch at the Mall. So we had these, literally you go to any party shop, the monster feet. They're literally like leg warmers, and they
go right over your boots.
They go right over your
shoes.
boots. So we had those, and we had monster hands from that shoot. And so we used those. We used a wig from Blood Slaughter Massacre, I believe.
Yeah, I had gotten for Blood Slaughter, Pat wore a brown wig and a brown mustache. I had also gotten a black wig and a black mustache because I wasn't sure which would look better on him.
Yep.
So we got them both, and the brown looked better.
Yeah.
The black just looked too fake because it was too dark.
Yeah,
it was too dark and
bad.
shiny.
It was one of those bad curly wigs.
Yeah. So, no, it wasn't curly.
I feel like it was curly.
No, it wasn't curly. It was the same wig, just brown or black.
Oh.
But the black just didn't look right. It looked fake.
Yeah.
So we took that wig, put that black wig on his head, and we used some black fur that we had left over as well. We made that into his little beard and his large sideburns for it. And you made
horns out of bathroom cups.
And a toilet paper roll, and 2 rolls of toilet
and duct tape,
to like the little roll from the inside of a toilet paper, and black duct tape.
Yep.
And you created these long horns that stood up on his head, and between that and the wig and all this and the monster hands and the monster feet, we had a Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
He wore his grandfather's old corduroy jacket and some old tattered clothing that he just happened to have because he's also a producer. Yep. So he's got a ton of stuff from tons of different shoots. He just literally grabbed some of the oldest clothes he owned, put it on, and we filmed the Krampus.
Yeah. And the trophy was made from, we have these from Michael's little collectibles of the monsters.
Yeah, it was a vampire one.
It was a vampire
something
one.
like that, yeah. And we just, we created a little base for it out of a tiny cardboard gift box and gray duct tape, which matched the gray of the statue itself. Yep. And we took a label maker and we took a clear label maker that we have here, because I use, you should have a label maker for your DVDs that you're going to send out. So I used
if not, your mom probably has one.
Yeah. And it said most obscure holiday icon on it, and that's how we made that. And we got some red balloons from my niece's birthday party or something.
Yep.
And we made a film.
Yeah.
With that. This cost us nothing. It was literally stuff we had sitting around the house.
Yeah.
And we made a 5-minute short film on that.
Yeah.
Experiment 667 and Guinea Pig both cost a little bit because we bought blood.
Yeah.
And chicken gizzards to use as guts for one of the scenes.
Yeah.
But
failure
with the exception of those things, those films also cost us
nothing.
So and then Now we have this one that we just did for My Final Shot Productions.
Yeah.
Which was a 9-day film race. My Final Shot Productions is run by Mo Zapata. He's a local New York City filmmaker. He wanted to do it. He enters these film races as well. But he noticed one problem. Not problem, because, I mean, again, the challenge is in producing quickly.
Yeah.
But
isn't thinking quickly and producing quickly.
Yes. Yeah. But he said he wanted to do one of these competitions, but give people a chance to actually make something decent.
Yeah.
Because most of the time you make these competitions and you do these competitions and then the film is done and you have to go back and fix it. If you want to use it and put it in another festival later on, you got to fix it because you just kind of slapped it together and you did the best you could in a matter of a couple of hours. So he decided to do a 9-day film race so that this way everybody could have time to produce something of quality. Yeah. So that at the end of the 9 days, you could submit it to him and then you've had plenty
usable.
Yes, it's still usable because you've had plenty of time to really produce something 5 to 10 minutes long. As if you can do something decent in 48 hours, I think 9 days is enough to shoot something
and
good.
It proved to be more than enough.
Yes, it proved to be more than enough because we're so used to doing it quickly. We got our assignment from Mo at Nears. We got our assignment from them on Wednesday night.
Yep.
And our assignment was, was a drama.
A drama.
Of all the genres they could have given us.
Western.
Anything but drama is what we wanted. And
anything.
And of course, we were dealt drama. Now, because it was a longer thing, because it was a longer than 48-hour race, there was more things put into it.
He made it a little more difficult.
He made it a little bit more difficult. He had two sponsors, Camoni Ice and Flaco Coquito. These are two local
locally brewed liquors.
Liquor brewers, yes. A Coquito and Camoni Ice is a fruit punch rum.
Yeah.
So these are two local places, distributors, makers rather. I mean, they make their own. Yeah. So we had to give them their own individual shot. Yeah. They couldn't be in the same. I mean, they could be in the same shot together, but at some point through the film, they each need to have their own individual
featured shot.
Right. Okay. So there's two stipulations right there, one for each bottle. Okay. We got for a prop was a scarf.
No, costume was
a scarf. Costume was a scarf.
Prop was a mirror.
Prop was a mirror we were given, and our genre was drama. Our line was
I always wanted a puppy for Christmas.
And because it's at Nears now the Camoni Ice, the Flaco Coquito, and this line now were universal. Every film had to put these three elements in, the two bottles, and you had choice of your two lines. Nears, the oldest bar in New York City, or must be Nears, the oldest bar in New York City. It's got to be Nears, the oldest bar in New York City. So everyone had to put those in, and we had the scarf, the mirror, and the I always wanted a puppy for Christmas was our unique challenge.
Right.
With the drama.
Right. So the other team, we actually got to assign the other team, which was fun because they assigned us. And
there were 4 teams, but 2 of them literally dropped out the day of.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it only came down. Yeah, chicken. It's true. It's true. They chickened out. Chickened out. So unfortunately for them, whatever. We did it, and the other team was from L.A. And we assigned them
because we're jerks.
We assigned them a road movie, a buddy road trip movie.
Yep.
One or the other or both.
Yep.
We gave them that option.
Yep.
The prop we gave them was
anal beads.
And Mo approved that one.
He did. He approved
that. Anal beads. And what was the costume was
feather boa.
No,
that was the other one. Masquerade. Mardi Gras mask.
A Mardi Gras mask. In our opinion, that movie writes itself.
Oh wait, what was our line? Oh, not all. And the line was not all who wander are lost.
So that's what we assigned the other team.
Which writes itself.
That writes itself. I could think
of a road trip. Not all who wander are lost. And it's, two guys, two idiot bros out on.
As long as all they need is a van and all the stuff, all the props are in the van with these two guys on a road trip. And there's your entire
Just pull
movie.
the anal beads out of the center console
And hit somebody
done.
with them, like, what the hell are you doing with this? Yeah. So we felt it was pretty simple. We haven't seen there. So anyway, Wednesday we got our assignment. We already had...
one of the things that we've learned from this now is have everybody on hand. Mm-hmm. Coordinate everything in advance as much as possible.
When you know you're doing this, exactly, everybody needs to block off their time for the weekend beforehand. You know you're doing this. There's plenty of time. So this is how you get it. This is how you get to do this. Mm-hmm. You get whoever you can get together who can make their weekend available for you.
Yeah.
All right. So they block off the time, just like a regular shoot. You say, hey, we're shooting this weekend. All right, we're shooting that weekend. We're going to shoot on this date. Everybody makes themselves available for the shoot. They can make themselves available for this as well.
Right.
All right. You do this with your friends, the people who you shoot with regularly. Okay. And we like this because when we started doing these, it made us a very tight-knit crew.
It did.
Because the first couple ones we did, the first two we did, were extremely stressful.
Yeah.
We got our assignments Friday night, and we literally spent all of Friday night into Saturday morning arguing and yelling at each other about what we were going to do, who's got the best idea, who has no idea. Yeah. We got nothing. Yeah, you come up with something. How about you? And it was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
But it made us very close.
We're a rambunctious crew,
It made us very close as creators.
Yeah.
In creative ways, it made us very close.
Mm-hmm.
Then we would spend all of Saturday afternoon into the night shooting.
Yep.
And then I would spend all of Sunday editing.
Yep.
And then uploading. Now again, this was 2008 and 2009 we did these, so internet speeds were slow, render speeds were slow.
We were shooting on mini DV.
We were shooting on mini DV, so we had to actually transfer the tape to the computer. So a good 4 or 5 hours of our time is spent just rendering, uploading, and transferring footage. Yeah. So that actually did prove to be a problem. Our first year, we uploaded the file, I think,
9 minutes late.
9 minutes late, yeah. The render completed at 8:09. It was 8:09, and it was too late, so we didn't get in. The second year is probably where I should have learned editing better because we were a minute too long.
Yep, we were disqualified.
Yes, we were disqualified because it was too long.
I think is still bullshit.
Yes, because
you handed us a musical.
Yeah, we had to get the fucking song in there.
Yeah.
But even when we uploaded it and it was there, we got it on in time, we were disqualified. But there were a couple of comments saying, you guys are the best film.
Yeah, you guys should have won.
It sucks you didn't win.
Yeah.
So people were upset that we didn't win.
The fact that you guys pulled off a musical in 48 hours.
Impressed everybody.
Yeah, which, by the way, it really wasn't. I mean, it was sort of impressive. But what happened on that one, Friday night.
But it was a musical. Everybody and we blew my brains out.
Yeah, we did.
We had some real effects in it.
Yeah, we did.
And we shot.
Our location was incredible.
The location was awesome, too.
Yeah.
We shot literally in the basement of a mall.
Yeah.
Because my best friend who was doing our music was a security manager at a mall. So he let us into the offices downstairs and the boiler room area to shoot there. He was literally working. He was on duty, running the mall. So he said, come on in, go ahead, do what you want to do. Just clean up the mess when you're done.
Yep.
And then when he got off work, we went back. He took a nap on the couch.
Yeah, and then he did the music.
He wrote the music while I edited.
Yeah, it was actually originally scored.
So was Guinea Pig.
Yeah.
So was Guinea Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did the same thing the first year. He came back and he came to the house Sunday after work and wrote the music for it. Mm-hmm. Krampus was leftover music from Guinea Pig.
Yeah.
So this time around, we had the 9 days.
Yeah.
We got the drama.
And we were teaming with Real Prophecy, which is Angie Hansen and Phil Kroll.
Phil Kroll. So we had, unfortunately, Phil at last minute ended up having to work, so he couldn't actually join us for the shoot. But we had Angie Hansen as an actress, Sarah Elizabeth Chapin,
Dina Demko,
and Katie Schwartz. So the 6 of us got together on Friday at Angie's house.
On Wednesday, we came up with a loose idea.
Yes, the three, me, you, and Angie came up with a loose idea, yes, about, doesn't really matter. We'll put it up. You guys will get to see it.
Yeah.
So Friday, the 6 of us got together at Angie's place, and we literally wrote the script together.
Yeah.
All 6 of us.
Yeah, we figured all the characters' motivations, and from there, we actually built out an entire framework of a script.
Everybody kind of wrote most of their own dialogue and came up with. So
it was all completely natural, and it was easy to shoot and easy to remember.
And then we shot that Friday night. We finished about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
We started at we got to Angie's house about 5 o'clock. We started shooting about 9:30, and we wrapped at 3.
Yep.
And then me and you spent all of Dina was staying at our place for the weekend, so we spent all day Saturday editing.
Yep.
And we finished it Saturday. So we actually did it in just over 24 hours.
Yep.
We wrote, shot, and edited a short film. What is it? 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes, an 8-minute short film in just about 24 hours.
24 hours.
While I edited, you were on the other computer actually building Dina's website with her.
I did. I built 2.
Yes. So since Dina was free for the weekend, since Angie had made herself free for the weekend as well.
Yeah, since we had actors already slotted in.
There was another competition that's out there that damn near every horror filmmaker out there has heard of. Annabelle 2 is out. Annabelle 2 is being directed by David Sandberg. David Sandberg did a short film, Lights Out. Now, David Sandberg is Finnish or Swedish? Swedish, I think.
I feel.
Him and his wife entered competitions like this as well. Okay, he was a videographer for a lot of different. I think he did music videos and industrial videos, corporate videos, things like that. Like he had a videography business that him and his wife did. And he always wanted to get into narratives. He wanted to do a horror. So he found a horror competition where they wanted like a 3-minute horror film or something like that. And him and his wife came up with the idea for Lights Out.
Shot it in their apartment.
He shot it and she was the star and that was it.
Yep.
Okay. He put that up. He put that into the festival, and the way he puts it, he submitted it to the festival. Within 6 weeks of his submission, he was sitting across the table from James Wan.
Oh my God, chills.
Yes, and they were working on the feature-length version of his short film Lights Out, which everybody knows was all over the place.
Yep.
It was in theaters last year.
If you don't know it, go see it.
As a result of his new relationship with James Wan, he just directed Annabelle 2.
Yep.
So it seems Dave Sandberg realized that he had a wonderful opportunity. He was afforded a great opportunity.
Right.
Because the truth is, you never know where these sorts of competitions are going to go. I don't think he knew that by submitting these films were going to end up in front of James Wan.
You never know what's going to take off. You never know where
you never know who the judges are.
No.
So apparently one of the judges did know James Wan, sent it to him, or maybe James Wan saw it, whatever. And history is made.
Yeah.
So it seems like
now he's trying to play it forward.
He's trying to do the same thing exactly. So for Annabelle 2, they are doing a competition where you make a 2-minute short film, under 2 minutes short film, based on the Conjuring / Annabelle universe, or inspired by.
Right.
Okay, and the winner of they're going to pick 10 winners. They're going to have 10 finalists, and then one winner will get to go there, get to go to LA to meet with the producers of Annabelle 2, which is David Sandberg, and I'm assuming James Wan and whomever the rest of the production company is.
Right.
So since we had Angie had made herself free, Dina had made herself free. We said, fine, we're going to enter this competition too. Now, you had an idea for it already.
Yeah.
So I had written it beforehand. I had put the script together. You had an idea for a script, and I spent Wednesday, before we got our assignment, I spent Wednesday writing the 3-page script for it, or 2-page script for it.
It was like 1 page.
About a
with a fairy tale would have been a page and a half. Yeah.
Yes, with a series of cursed Russian nesting dolls. So I wrote that script and I said, all right, if we on the off chance we actually finish early, if we have time on Sunday, we'll get together with Dina and Angie and we'll shoot it. And we did.
Yep.
And that competition is due this Thursday.
So you have like a day.
Yes, so it is now Wednesday that you're listening to this. It is due Thursday night.
But we did it. We did something in 24 hours. You can do it.
So Sunday we shot it on Sunday, and I edited it together and finished it on Monday, with the exception of one shot, which I drove out to Amityville to get the shot of the Amityville sign. So we're lucky enough to live in New York.
Yeah.
So on Wednesday, I went and got that. But
again, this was just, we bought the nesting dolls in advance on Amazon. God bless Amazon Prime.
It was like $20.
$20.
Yeah, $20 for the nesting dolls.
That's the only thing we paid for.
I think that's all we paid for. Yeah.
Yeah, we literally,
The story is Dina has a yard sale, and Angie sees the yard sale, walks up, finds the Russian dolls, and Dina tells her that they used to be her grandmother's, and that that she used to sing this little nursery rhyme along it when she opened them. So the whole thing is her telling her that story, and then Dina telling the thing, and then while Angie's opening the nesting dolls, the last one, which is not supposed to be opened, accidentally does open, and a demon arrives in Angie's house while she's sleeping.
Right.
That's our 2-minute short.
No, sometimes fate really does. Like we've said before that. I mean, I use this phrase more than you do, but the film gods smile down upon you.
Yep.
Jason, God, what is his last
Peterson.
name? Peterson. Jason Peterson is a makeup artist. Jason Peterson is a makeup artist. And he just happened to be staying in Angie's apartment, helping take care of her roommate's dog.
Saturday was Jason and Angie's birthday. So they spent Saturday together celebrating their birthday.
Yeah. So he happened to be with her on Sunday, and so he, we've always tried to find an opportunity to work with him. So he figured, oh well, if you're shooting with them, let me come down and at least hang out and see what the set's like. So he just happened to show up, and we had this demon role that needed to be played, and I had my makeup kit that was actually out of our movie room because of the Krampus makeup gig I did the week before. So he grabbed some cream makeup and threw something together, and I think he looked spooky as hell.
Yeah. He made himself literally a black-faced demon.
But just on the off chance, he just happened to be with her and happened to decide to come with her to our place, and so it all kind of worked out. Sometimes it does that on a film set.
Yeah, and he did a great job. Yeah. For the little, 3 seconds, for the 10 seconds of footage we shot with him, it looked really good. When
I first told you about the idea, I was like, I have this vision, and I'm like, this is what I'm seeing, is that, she buys it at the yard sale, she goes home, she opens it up. While she's opening it up, this whatever fairy tale, something is being said. Then she goes to bed, and boom, demon. And you're like, it's not going to make it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't think we could do it in 2 minutes, but we did.
Yeah.
But we did.
We did.
So that was our second short of the weekend. With a deadline. Now, before that, going back to I think Sunday when we had decided or so, the Sunday before the 9-day film race started.
Yes.
You had just finished a 7 or 8 page short script.
Yes.
The
first thing I've written by myself.
Yes.
Ever.
First short script that's just
film
yours.
School. That counts.
Yes. First short script you've written on your own.
Yes.
We're not going to tell you guys what this is all about.
No.
But on that Sunday, we happened to be looking through our film festival submissions with Theta States that we're putting out there, and we realized that because we premiered at Macabre Faire.
Yes, one of our favorite film festivals.
Yes, we premiered at Macabre. We premiered Theta States at Macabre Faire in January, and we have a bunch of short films that we've done in the meantime in the last year.
Yeah.
But it's now late in their submission deadline.
It's very late.
It's very late. Their submission deadline for January is August 15th.
Yes.
So we're up at that $40 or $45 entry fee, because as you go along, you get later in a film festival's season, the closer to the final deadline you get, the more expensive it becomes.
Yeah.
Okay? So our other short films have literally cost like nothing, and things that we've shot on a whim.
Yeah.
So
those $3 shorts that Mark Duplass told
pretty
us
much,
about.
yes, yes, pretty much. We did Knock Knock with Katie Schwartz and Heather Drew, which we literally shot in the hotel room at Chiller because they were going to be there and we were there, and I had a script that I had written for the 15-second film festival last year that we never got a chance to shoot.
Yep.
So I said, fine, let's do it. I told Heather, if you're going to be there, let's shoot this. She happened to be with Katie Schwartz. So we
got 2 actresses when we planned on one.
We got 2 actresses, and we adjusted the script of the 15-second to adjust to 2 actresses instead of just 1. And we did that.
Yep.
Before that, we did the Au Pair, also with Angie Hansen and Sean Evans. The last summer we did that with the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Also cost us nothing other than the meal that we bought for everybody for
craft services
the
/prop
$200 some odd baby monitor that I needed for the scene,
which I returned
on Monday after we were done using it. Yeah, so I got the $250 back on that, so that cost nothing. So remember that if you need a prop of some sort, look at a store, see what their return policy is, and be very careful with it. Get it back in the box, make it look like you haven't opened it, and return it, and you have no money spent. Stick it on your credit card. Within a couple of days, you'll get the money back. Awesome.
It's something easy as that, as baby monitor. Like, oh, somebody else got one. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
No problem.
So because those short films cost us a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. You produce films for different reasons.
Yes.
And you know, some are film festivals, others are just, you know, kind of put them up online.
Because we had an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to test out some new equipment, or you want to test out a new actor, whatever it is.
And the truth is, something that costs you a whole $20, you don't feel justified spending $200 in entry fees to it.
No.
So we sent it to a bunch of free film festivals and online film festivals that haven't cost us much at all whatsoever. And those short films are getting into those festivals.
Yeah, and they're also really nice little pieces that, like, we can send them to the film festivals that we know, just as a real quick, like, hey, we did this little thing. If you want to play it, we'd love for you to play it. And just, continuing to build those relationships.
Knock Knock, which is the one we did at Chiller, it got into the 302nd Film Festival.
And we actually got nominated for Best Cast.
We got nominated for Best Cast in that, yes. And today we got the notification that it's going to be playing at Liberty Massacre.
Which is another one of our films.
Yes, we've been there 3 out of their 4 years.
Yeah.
We've played there.
Yeah.
So we're there on that.
So anyway, so back to this. So I had a short idea, and I haven't written anything by myself for ever. And so we had a conversation, and I kind of felt that, well, if I wrote it, I should direct it, right?
Yep.
So I
wanted to
direct
for the first time since Brain People.
Yeah.
You wanted to direct, and I said,
and
fine.
I wanted to not be a co-director, be a director.
Yep. And we saw that the Macabre Faire Festival deadline was in literally a month.
Yeah.
So we said, well, if you want to make it for this, then we got to hustle.
Yep.
So we had the 9-day film race for that week, from Wednesday through the next Friday.
Yep.
Said, all right, well, Friday I'll be submitting the film to them. Saturday and Sunday, we're not doing anything. Yep. We are free.
Yep.
So let's schedule the shoot for Saturday and Sunday. And from that Sunday to the next Saturday, within 2 weeks, I cast the film.
Yep.
Scheduled all the actors.
Yep.
Got a sound guy. I found a musician who'll do the music for us.
All aware that we have a tight deadline.
Yes,
got the location.
Yep. Well, whatever. We got the location. You got the location.
I got the makeup artist.
You got a makeup artist. And we threw a shoot together in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There were no props we needed.
Yeah, we did.
What did we need that we had to buy?
Yeah.
The teddy bear and the bear costume for it. Yes.
Yeah.
There were 2 props that cost us about $50 or $60. I think the costume was like $40.
Yeah,
the bear was like $20. Okay.
70, $75.
We wanted this to be we wanted this to be really special. We wanted this to be something good.
Yeah.
So we did pool money together.
Yes.
We did put our money together.
Yeah. It was my birthday last month.
Yeah. So we did pool our money together. This entire short cost, I think we put our budget at about $1,000 or $1,500.
$1,500.
Yeah, our budget was $1,500. So we hired a sound person. I rented a gimbal and a lens for it. Yeah, we fed people.
Bought wardrobe.
We bought we bought wardrobe for them. We bought the props that we needed, and we obviously had to feed people for 2 days.
Yeah.
And we shot that Saturday and Sunday, this past Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
And I just showed you the rough cut.
Right.
Which is
with
it's almost
completed
it's
audio.
almost yes, the audio is done, the video edit is done.
Yes.
The dialogue edit and the video edit is done. I'm 90% of the way through the sound effects and Foley.
Yep.
And once that's done, which will be tomorrow morning, I'll be done with that by tomorrow morning.
We hand that over to the musician.
I'm sending it over to the musician who I'm going to drop a name.
Oh.
Yes, I'm going to drop a name. It's Brandon Boone.
You want to get that off the floor?
No, it's going to stay right there. I'm going to stay right there so you can look at it. That's right.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yes. I've spoken to Brandon Boone, who is the musician for the No Sleep podcast, about doing the music for this short. We've spoken to him over the past 6-8 months or so about how that I'd like to start working with him on short films, and he wants to get into short films as well.
So this was a great opportunity for both of us.
Yeah, so I told him we're doing this short. We have a deadline, and if he's available,
would it be possible?
Would it be possible? He said yes. He said yes, he'll do it. So we got a musician.
Super excited
yes,
about that.
I love that Brandon is doing this music. I absolutely love that he's doing the music for this. I really am. I'm so excited.
And we actually got to work with Mike for the first time, which was awesome.
Yes, Soundman Mike. Soundman Mike from Sound Labs. He is an excellent on-set sound guy and post sound guy. So anybody in the New York, New Jersey area who is looking for
I have to say, it is like so relaxing.
Oh my God.
To not have to worry about sound.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Finally, because usually we have one of our friends we have a sound rig. We usually give it to somebody. Usually Sarah runs sound.
Yep.
Okay. And Sarah
she does a good job.
Sarah does the absolute best job that she can do.
Yeah.
And she usually does a very good job. But it's not a professional sound job. Mm-mm. And while Sarah does well,
so we get refrigerator buzzes, and we get all those all the things that you don't know how to avoid.
Yes, if none of us are professional sound people, so we don't actually know how to work around it and how to do it properly.
We don't have the equipment capable.
No. I mean, he showed up with an $800 boom pole.
It was gorgeous.
The boom pole was $800. A $1,200 microphone. And
people are flushing the toilet on the other side of it because we're in a little.
And he's like, I don't hear any of that shit.
We're in New York City. We're in tiny little apartments. You know, that's where we shoot. So for somebody to be able to flush a toilet across the apartment and him not hear it, oh my God.
Yeah, he's got a very good isolating cardioid microphone. Beautiful. Sounds amazing. I'm listening to it. I just did the sound edit, and I didn't have to change any levels or anything. Everything was nice, perfect, crisp, and clear, and it's beautiful. There is nothing, there is no bigger asset for you on set than a good sound person. And listen to our sound episode. We harp about this.
Yes.
Even in our sound episode, we gave everybody really cheap options for sound that you can get some good sound out. But regardless of how good your microphone is, if you don't have somebody who knows what they're doing to use it, it's still going to come out like crap.
Yeah, he adjusted amazingly. He knew how to move with the actors, move with the camera. It was was really one less thing to worry about, and it was just
which is something else that a lot of people don't do. Indie guys, come on, get out there. When you have your sound person, even if it's just your friend running your sound, give them the script. Yeah. The sound person should know the script. Yes. Doesn't have to know it back and forth, but he should read the script so he's aware of what's going to happen, so he can prepare for the day. Right. And when he's going and he's going to sit and go through rehearsals with you, so he knows who's speaking and when, so he can move the microphone to follow the actors and turn it and twist it as needed. Yep. Okay. If your buddy's doing your sound and he hasn't read your script and he's just standing there holding a microphone in the sky, which plenty of our other friends have done, Sarah is actually very good. She tries to follow everybody as best as she can or get in the very...
She's so great. She fits in the tiniest little spots and she gets her way in. Mm-hmm.
But Sarah got to be, she is a photographer, so she got to be set photographer for the day for once.
Which is awesome.
Yes, so she got to actually be just set photographer. We did have another role for her. We had a role in it too because she does enjoy acting. Mm-hmm. She finds it to be fun, and we give her fun stuff to do.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, so she got to have fun acting and being set photographer for the day.
She's such a trooper too. Mm-hmm. She lets us she's up for anything, and she's the greatest energy in the world.
So we threw this short together in 2 weeks. We filmed it finished filming it Sunday. It is now Tuesday, and it is 90% done.
Yep.
Edited.
Yep.
Okay. The deadline for this is August 14th. Brandon, I've talked to him. He's going to get it to me. I told him I needed it from him by the 10th.
Yep.
Okay. And he said he'll probably get it to me sooner than that. So excellent.
Fingers crossed.
In the meantime of that, I'm going to bring it to our color guy on Theta States. Dave Geshman was our CG and color correction, one of our CG people, and color correction as well, and color grading.
Yep.
I'm going to be bringing it to him for a final polish.
Yep.
While Brandon's doing the music, because he doesn't need the music. So hopefully I'll get it all. I'm going to get it all back at this is also dependent upon whether or not David's schedule is available for this. Right. If he's not available, then he's going to give me some pointers over the phone, and I'm going to do the best I can.
Right.
You know. So Dave Geshman from theblackshirt.net. He is an excellent CG artist and color grader. So he is based out of Philly. So New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey area, hell, anywhere. I mean, really, it's footage. You can digitally send it to him. If you're looking for a CG artist, use him. He's great. I believe his rates start at $35 an hour, and he'll bill you out, I think, at 5 or 8 hour days. Okay, so that's a good place to start.
Right.
All right, and he is an excellent artist.
He's great.
He is a great artist.
So we got a really good team together.
Yes. So we got a really good team together.
Yeah, and I'm really happy with how it came out.
And we got a short done. Yeah, and it looks great.
It's awesome.
It looks really, really nice.
It's different from a lot of what we've done, which is fun.
We shot it on a Panasonic G7. It is a $600 8-bit color, which is not huge, but way better than our old 8-bit Canon, because the Canon camera is 9 years old. That 8-bit color has less information than it does now. Yeah. So we shot it in 4K 8-bit color on a $600 camera. This is a $600 camera with removable lenses.
It looks beautiful, and we shot it in 4K.
Yes.
Is this our first? No, it's our second in 4K.
Yes, we shot this.
Knock
in 4K.
Knock was in 4K.
Yeah. And I actually went to Best Buy, and I found they had a 24 millimeter 1.7 lens.
This is my excited face.
Yes, 24 millimeter 1.7 f1.7 lens. It was $250. So nice, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
it looks beautiful. The lens is so crisp, so clean, so clear. It looks beautiful.
Oh, and
we shot 90% of the short with that one lens. The one I rented...
Again, film gods smiled down upon us.
Yes, the one I rented, we actually did not use as much.
Yeah.
We used it a little bit. It was only a $30 rental. $30 to rent. It was a 14 to 28 millimeter 2.8 lens. For $30, I rented it for the weekend. $30.
Yep.
The gimbal was $65 to rent for the weekend.
Yeah.
So...
And Louis Cortez from our networking episode was my AD for the day.
Yes. Yep.
He was also location manager.
Yep. We shot in his apartment, and he even ran the camera for a few shots as well, because he seemed like he was getting antsy. He really wanted, because it's a brand new camera. We've always shot on the Canon 60Ds for the last 9 years. He has one, we have one, and now I've finally upgraded to the Panasonic, and he wanted to play with it. So all right, he did some shots as well.
Yeah.
So we shot the whole thing single camera.
So again, all opportunities for people, because you never know, because he was already looking at this camera. So now we actually gave him an opportunity to use the camera. So again, like we were saying.
And by the end of the day, he decided, that's it, I'm buying this camera. He was looking at the Blackmagic.
Yep.
He wanted the Blackmagic pocket camera. But as I told him, I said the one thing with the Blackmagic pocket camera, which is a good thing. It is a good thing if you have the resources. Yeah. Color correction is freaking necessary. It is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
There's no point in shooting the Blackmagic with a baked-in color profile, because you're just killing. You're killing the capability of the camera.
Yeah.
The camera's RAW or log, I forget what it is, whether they use RAW or log, I'm not sure. But the thing shoots in, you get a 12-bit color, so you can do anything with the colors, and you can change them as need be.
As the non
Yeah.
Technical person.
Yes.
Now, I've watched a couple of videos now of this. And from my untrained eye, it basically appears almost black and white to me.
Yes, it's very monochromatic when it shoots,
right?
Because it's not baking in color information. The color information is not stuck there. Okay, you can change your color correction. You can
so
change
when you bake
your
a color
balance,
in, you're giving a certain.
You're telling the camera what the colors are, and that's it. That's the way we've always shot with the Canons.
Right.
With Canons, with the Canon 60D, I put a lot of time and effort into, for every film that we shot, I found color profiles that looked the way I wanted it to look in final. So we got a good 80-90% final image in camera when we shot.
So it saved us a lot of time in post.
Yes, it did. All we had to do was color correct for skin tone, not color of the scene. Right. Okay. So yeah,
and all of our scenes automatically then matched.
Yes, everything matched. Everything as long as our camera settings were the same. The main problem would be matching the two cameras, which we always shot in 2, sometimes 3 cameras setups, so they'd be across the room. So one was facing a light and the other one wasn't. Yes, sometimes exactly. Sometimes they were facing different light sources. So we just have to adjust our brightness, our contrast, and our color correction for skin tones to match them, and that was pretty much it. Okay, so that left our post color to a bare minimum. Right. With the Blackmagic, you don't do that.
It's insane. These videos that they do. Yes. I mean, it goes from like almost black and white to like it's the prettiest spring day you could possibly imagine.
If you've never looked it up, just look up. I mean, any type of 10 or 12-bit color camera does this. You can see this on the Alexa. You can see it on the Reds. You can see it on a Blackmagic. The Sony FS7, I believe it is. The Panasonic has some too. These are like prosumer and professional level,
higher end prosumer.
high end cameras.
Okay.
The Canon C300 Mark II is like this. Again, it's not baking your color information in. So in color grading, there's a difference between grading and correction. Remember that. So in your color grading, you can do pretty much anything you want with the colors.
So color grading is when you actually assign colors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if you were to shoot, as I told him, as I said to Louis, I said, it's great. It would be a great idea to have the Blackmagic because you'll get the ability to do that.
Yeah.
But if you do not know how to color grade. If you are not a professional or at least an amateur color grader, if you don't know how to use a color grading program, you're wasting this camera. Yeah. There's no reason to have
now you're adding an extra step and an extra expense.
Yeah, you now have to learn an entire new set of skills.
Right.
Or you have to pay someone to do it, okay? So if you know that you can't afford a color grader at $200 to $500 a day, you know,
that's a lot.
Again, like I said, Dave works at $35 an hour right now, which is about $150 to $200 a day. Yeah. Okay, and it's probably going to take him for a feature film, probably take him about a week to do it. Okay, so you're looking at $200 a day. You're looking at about $1,000 just to color correct your movie. Now that $1,000 is totally freaking worth it.
Totally,
but it's kind of pointless.
But do you have it?
If you don't have the money. Then you're buying a camera that you can't use its full potential.
Yeah, and even if you don't have it, like, can you take it away from something else?
Yeah. And on top of that, learning to shoot monochromatic is very difficult as well. Like you're looking at and you just want to keep adjusting.
It would be so sad. It would just like looking through the camera, like, oh,
you wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what it's going to look like, so you don't know you don't know how you're going to be able to adjust this. Yeah. Anyway, so by the end of the day, he made the decision to go with this camera. To say, you know what, I'm going to buy this camera because it's true. The Blackmagic is an entirely other step. Yeah. And when you're going to do things like we're doing here, that's a whole hours. That's an entire day that you're going to end up spending. Let's say you do a 48-hour competition. You do it with that Blackmagic. If you're not going to use a baked-in color profile, you're going to spend an entire day, a good 10, 12 hours of your limited time to grade, to put color back into your short film.
Right.
So it's the type of thing where you have to decide, is this, while it's beautiful and while it's great, is it beneficial to you? You need to look at your equipment as you're buying it, as you're using it, can I even use it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then on top of that, when you're talking 12.
Here's my opinion of it. And I think you and I have had this conversation, which we're both in agreement. But we like a camera that gives us a lot of diversity. We like to have equipment that gives us diversity. We do anything from these 48-hour film challenges to film festival showpieces to feature films.
Yeah.
And I just lost my train of thought entirely. Well, okay. So the big thing being is that when you have a Blackmagic, you don't have the diversity. Like
you have the diversity.
You do and you don't.
You do
as long as you have the skills.
Exactly.
If you don't have the skills, then it really limits what you can actually use the camera for.
Trust me. If
I'm not trying to say that the Blackmagic is bad.
I'd go out right now and buy a Ursa Mini at this very moment right now, because
if you literally had somebody who was like, I will give you $100,000 to make a movie, then you're going to go get that camera and you're going to book David in advance, and
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I had the ability to do it, then I would.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't.
Right.
I know that we're going to shoot our short films, and I'm not going to be able to afford to pay David to color grade every single project I do.
Right.
And truth be told, I don't want to learn it. It's another thing to do. It's just another step. It's another program to learn. It's just more stuff that I feel takes away from me learning to be a better director, from me learning to work with the actors better, from me learning to be a better cameraman, from me learning to be a better at the things I want to do. I want to be a director. Yeah. I don't want to be a CG artist. I don't want to be a color grader. I don't want to be an editor. I don't want to be a professional cameraman. I want to be a director. I'm making the conscious decision to focus more on directing.
Right.
So as the time goes on, I mean, I'm still going to be editing our stuff until I don't have to anymore, but I don't want to put another level of sitting behind a computer for another 3 days at a time for every single short film we do. I'd rather work with something where I can use a little bit more baked in color, but I'm still not using baked in color. The Panasonic has a it's the Cine D or something like that. It's their log. It's basically like their log file, but it's not a log file because it doesn't have half the amount of information. But it shoots kind of a very flat color profile, and and with color correction rather than grading, I can adjust the colors pretty well, and I can make them vibrant. And then with the Film Convert program that I bought, which I think was $100 or so, with Film Convert, it will do color correction. It will do color grading for me.
That's the one that you choose a film stock.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then I just tweak. Right. Rather than doing the entire thing, I
you find a film stock that's to your liking.
Yep.
And then you just apply that to the entire thing and then tweak as necessary.
Exactly. Right. So it takes me maybe an hour versus a day or two. Yeah. Okay. And it's a shortcut. For $100, I can use it for every damn short film we do from now until the end of time, or until we buy a better camera and find a color grader that I can pay all the time.
Right.
Okay. And that brings us all around, all that whole big story, to the way we are able to deliver our short films on these deadlines.
Yeah.
And this is why we have no episode. This is why we haven't had an episode in 2 weeks. In the last month, we did the Palminock Academy, which was a Harry Potter. It was a Harry Potter event where she did the makeup and she recreated the Krampus creature on Patrick. Yeah. For their event where they had a Santa versus Krampus theme.
Yep.
So she did that on that one weekend.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yes. Yep. We shot and edited 3 short films, each for their own deadline. I had a wedding to shoot on one day as well. I now have an interview. I'm going to be on 93.1 FM on In Goth We Trust Radio Thursday night.
Ooh.
Yes. I have a very special phone call that I have to make tomorrow, which we're not going to say what it is, but it could be something very good.
No, and we also Edited together a sizzle reel.
We edited together that was the other. Yes, that was the next thing. We edited together two. Well, started working on two.
We had a production
meeting. We edited
meeting.
one sizzle reel together for our for the anthology. For our anthology series that we want to do.
Yeah, that we're in development on.
Yep. We edited together a sizzle reel for that so we can begin pitching.
Yep.
And we're going to do an episode on sizzle reels.
Yep.
We will do an episode on sizzle reels.
Absolutely.
That was a lot of transferring footage and taking this and taking that and trying to find the right music.
I actually have new words for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's actually a name for that.
For what?
For that type of sizzle reel.
Which is?
A rip something or taken tape. Something like that.
Taken tape?
Taken tape. It's taken footage made into a tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we did a taken tape sizzle reel.
Yeah. A rip reel.
A rip reel. Okay.
A rip reel.
We made a rip reel.
That's
there you go.
That's the preferred term.
Okay, so we made a rip reel for our anthology series, so we can start pitching that to production companies and networks.
Yep.
And there's another show another TV series that I shot the first episode for.
Yeah.
It is a travel type show. I'm not going to give too many details because it's not our show to give, but it's a travel type show where we were shooting a pilot, and we started shooting that in March.
Yep.
Okay, and I shot that out in Boston.
And we had a production Skype meeting over that.
We had a production meeting over that, so I'm working on the sizzle reel for that, and I have to go back to Boston in 3 weeks to shoot the final bits of footage for that as well.
Yeah.
This has been our last.
Oh, and we have 2 scripts that I'm consulting on.
Yes, you have 2 scripts you're consulting on. That's right. That's right.
This is why there's no episode.
This is what we've been doing the last 3 weeks. This is what we've been doing.
Yeah. I'm really tired now.
Yes. And it is now 11 o'clock. The dogs are still outside in the backyard because we've been sitting here recording.
You have to be up 6:15.
Yes, you have to be awake for work in 7 hours.
Yeah.
And I have to edit this together
and we have to prep you for our phone call.
And I have to prep. Yes, we need prep for the very special phone call we have tomorrow.
Yes.
We also started the other day working toward trying to get ourselves into Filmchilla.
Yes.
Filmchilla has a
oh gosh.
Yes. Filmchilla is doing a promotion for their film festival.
Okay, well, what is Filmchilla?
Filmchilla is a film festival out in the desert in California, in Joshua Tree, California. Yes, they're doing a Burning Man style film festival.
And who's the judge?
He's not a judge, but their social media guru is Tom Sizemore. And he's been promoting the hell out of it the last couple of months, and I've been tweeting at him. And
he's been tweeting back.
And he's tweeted back. He has retweeted us a couple of times. Yes, he has. They have a promotion right now that they're doing. Promote the hell out of the show. Promote the hell out of their film festival. And the filmmaker that they deem has promoted the most will get tickets to the show and their film will be selected for the film festival.
Guaranteed screening.
Guaranteed screening at the film festival. So we jumped all the hell over it.
Yeah, we did.
So if we could get our listeners to help us out on this one.
Please.
Hashtag Filmchilla. One word. Filmchilla. CHILLA. Filmchilla. Hashtag Chilla contest. There. Let's try that again.
Yeah.
Hashtag Filmchilla. Hashtag Chilla film. Did it again. Hashtag Chilla contest.
CHILLA.
Contest.
Contest.
Hashtag Chilla contest. Hashtag Theta States. Tell them you want to see Theta States at Filmchilla. That will make it our West Coast premiere.
Yes.
That's what we're working toward.
That's right.
We're trying to get that done.
Yep.
Help us promote the hell out of getting Theta States into Filmchilla.
And we will try and get an episode every week.
Yes. And it's in California, so who knows? Maybe we'll get Timothy and Ulrich to come out to the festival if we're there.
Maybe they won't have to come all the way to Ohio to meet us.
Yeah, I doubt that's going to happen. They're busy. They're busy guys.
Yeah.
So yes, please tweet, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yep.
Hashtag Filmchilla.
Yeah.
Hashtag Chilla Contest. Hashtag Theta States. Let them know you want to see us at Filmchilla.
Please.
Help us get into that festival.
And you never know. Someone might retweet you back.
Yep. If you want Tom Sizemore to tweet you back, start tweeting Filmchilla. Okay. So I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I think we're done.
I think you guys can forgive us. Our lack of episodes.
We just rambled at you, told us what we've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Hopefully we gave you some helpful information somewhere along the way, a little motivation.
Get out there, find your local or non-local 48-hour film festival. Get a bunch of your friends together and do it.
Try it.
Just do it. It doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if it's bad. Just do it.
Just do it.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Everybody gets to do a little something, because when you're doing something like this, everybody has. I've acted in our films. I hate acting.
Yeah.
And I sang in the musical.
You did. So Experiment 667.
Oh, God damn it.
Check it out. Manny sings.
I had to sing.
He did sing.
Okay, so get your friends together, get yourself into a 48-hour competition and make a film. Especially those of you out there who've been wanting to make their first film and haven't yet. This is a perfect opportunity to do it.
Take the excuse.
Take
the opportunity.
From 2 days. It's literally 2 days out of your life and a bunch of your friends' lives. Get any camera you have, get them together.
Use a cell phone.
Yes,
it doesn't have to cost you anything. It didn't cost us anything. Just enter.
Just do it and have fun.
Yeah.
Make your first film, your second film,
stressful,
your 50th film.
If it's stressful or it's hard, that's normal.
It's okay. It is.
It's normal.
It is, because trust me,
it's intense. It's extreme.
If you're in production at all, you know that this is probably one of the most stressful things you've ever done in your life. Okay, so.
But you did it. If you do it, you did it.
Yep. That's what's important, is finishing. Yes. Seeing the project through to the end is what the most important part of it is, not even quality. Not when you're first starting out. No. Quality, forget it. Get it done.
Just get it done.
So look up Filmchilla. Everybody listen to Making Movies is Hard this week to see what they have to say about us. Lynn already listened. I haven't. I will be listening. I'll listen to it tomorrow.
I started responding on their Facebook, so just come on over.
I'll probably listen to it tomorrow while I'm uploading this, and I'll probably listen to it then. And
watch Experiment 667 to see Manny sing.
Go to myannabellecreation.com.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And find our short film. Right now, it's all the way at the bottom of the page because it's the newest entry. It's listed.
No, there's actually 3 more after us now.
Is there really?
Yeah,
okay.
It's getting busy.
It's getting busy. It's the last 2 days. Go on over to myannabellecreation.com and look at our short film.
No, it's
listed under Manny S. Woodhaven, New York. Directly above us. Yeah. It's funny. Directly above us, I think it's David something is the name of his name. Brandon Boone did music for another short film. He actually did music for someone's entry into this.
It just goes to show that this world actually is kind of small.
Yep. And their entry is actually right above ours. It's direct. Funny. It's the tile directly above ours. So it's a girl in a white tank top in a basement. So if you see,
I'm gonna go watch it now.
Yes, if you click to watch it, you make sure. I can't remember the name of it right now. I really can't. I can't remember the guy's name either. But yeah, I was talking to Brandon today, and he said he did another one, and it's right above ours, and he watched ours, and he loved it. Check out the No Sleep podcast and listen to some of Brandon Boone's amazing work. One of their producers, one of their audio producers, is Phil Michalski. We have music from him in Knock Knock.
Yeah.
So more people. Phil Michalski, you can actually go to his website. He has sound libraries that you can buy. So if you're in need of sound effects and stock music and stuff, this is stuff that he made himself, so it's totally customized. It's not the type of thing that you find on the website where there's 10,000 other people using it. If there's 10,000 other people using Phil's stuff, then great, awesome for him.
Yes.
Then that's great. Please. Yeah. Go check out his website as well. I believe it's philmichalski.com, or just search Phil Michalski and check out his things. Brandon Boone, you can find him on Bandcamp. He's on Bandcamp, and you can subscribe to his music, where you can, for $5 a month, you can listen to all of his music that he's written for the No Sleep podcast over the last 5 years.
That's so
and you
cool.
can stream it unlimited for $5 a month. So go support Brandon Boone, support Phil Mikulski, look up David Geshman, who's an amazing CG artist. Look up Soundman Mike at Sound Labs. He's Mike Competel, how you say his name. Excellent on set and post sound guy. Emily Stinson, our amazing, always dedicated makeup artist. She's right now. She's upstate New York. Just above. She's just north of Yonkers.
Yeah, just north of Yonkers.
So if you're in the New York area and you are looking for a very talented makeup artist, look up Emily Stinson and hire her.
Oh, another shout out to our blood girl, Andrea Espinoza.
Yes, Andrea. She also does makeup. She lives here in New York, and she helped us out with blood and makeup. She does makeup. She works at Sephora, I think.
Yeah.
So she is also a professional makeup person.
Sarah Elizabeth Chapman.
Sarah Elizabeth Chapin, if you want on-set photography.
Anything.
She is based she on-set photography and an all-around awesome gal Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's based in New Jersey, so if you're looking for on-set photography, just contact her and hire her.
Yep. New Needle Productions.
New Needle Productions. Louis does. Louis is a camera guy and editor as well. He directs his own projects. Hire him.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that we work with, and this is how we get our things done.
Yep.
The people who we work with all the time.
Our amazing posse.
We owe our
pod people.
Yes, our pod people. We owe our lives and our livelihoods to them.
Yeah. Our dreams, our hopes.
If it wasn't for these people, none of this would ever get done.
They take everything to the next level. They really do.
Yes, and they all give 110%. So if you can hire, if you're looking for somebody in the area to help be part of your production, give them a message or something on Facebook and hire them. Until then, thank you for listening to the Filmmaking Sucks podcast and our long ramble. Find us on iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play and whatever podcatching app of your choice, or download it directly from our website, massgravepictures.com. Subscribe to us on all these podcasting places.
Come check us out on our new Facebook page.
Check out our new Facebook page for Filmmaking Sucks as well. Leave us a message, leave us a comment, send us an email at filmmakingsucks@gmail.com.
Let us know if you want to do that 48 challenge with us.
Yeah, let us know if you'd be interested in that. I don't know if we're going to do it anytime soon. We're quite busy.
I'm tired.
Throw more stuff on top of us.
Why not?
Why the hell not? Throw more crap. Keep busy, everybody. Keep busy. And
chase your dreams.
Chase your dreams. Get out there and make good films.